truly want for myself. Not for your family, not for your friends, not for society, for you. Let me tell you something that will shake you. Your life changes the moment you stop living for validation and start living for your vision. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and asked, what do I truly want for myself? Not for your family, not for your friends, not for society, for you. Because here's the truth, most of us live our lives drowning in noise. Everyone has an opinion, everyone has a demand. And somewhere between the obligations and the expectations, we forget the most important voice of all, our own. Your power begins the moment you reclaim that voice, the moment you realize that focusing on yourself is not selfish, it's survival. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. It's not about shutting the world out, it's about building the strength to rise above it. Protecting your energy is the very first step. Think about it. Your energy is your currency, your lifeline, your fuel. Every conversation, every commitment, every distraction either deposits into your energy bank or drains it. And here's what most people don't realize. You cannot pour into others from an empty cup. If you keep saying yes to everything, you are unconsciously saying no to yourself, no to your dreams, no to your priorities, no to your own well-being. Energy is not infinite. If you spend it recklessly, you will find yourself exhausted, resentful, and lost. But when you learn to protect it, you step into clarity, strength, and freedom. That protection starts with boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates. They are the clear signals you send to the world about what you allow and what you do not. When you don't set boundaries, people will consume your time, your peace, and your spirit. Not out of malice, but because you didn't tell them where the line was. Boundaries are how you teach others to respect you. They are how you teach yourself to prioritize you. And when you do it, something powerful happens. You stop running on fumes, and you start operating from abundance. You stop being pulled in 100 directions, and you start moving deliberately toward what matters. Now, let's talk about distractions. The world we live in is designed to steal your attention. Notifications, trends, constant comparisons. They are thieves of focus. Every time you allow yourself to be consumed by them, you're handing over pieces of your destiny. Protecting your energy means becoming ruthless with your attention. It means asking yourself daily, does this add to my life or does it take from it? If it adds, lean in. If it takes, let it go. Because what you give your attention to grows. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your entire life watering someone else's garden while your own dreams wither. Protecting your energy also means protecting your environment. The people around you either elevate you or drain you. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Those who always bring negativity, those who always have drama, those who always want more than they give. And then there are those rare ones. The ones who inspire you, who challenge you, who remind you of your worth. Choose wisely. Your circle is either your cage or your wings. And you cannot soar if you are chained to people who thrive on your stagnation. Protecting your energy means having the courage to walk away from those who deplete you, even if they've been in your life for years. And finally, protecting your energy means protecting your self-talk. What you say to yourself when no one is listening shapes your reality more than anything else. If you are constantly telling yourself you're not enough, that you're behind, that you don't measure up, you are draining yourself from the inside out. Protecting your energy means feeding yourself with truth. And truth is this: you are capable, You are worthy, and you have every right to take up space in this world. Energy protection is not only about what comes in from the outside, but also what flows from within. When you master both, you step into a power that is unshakable. So hear me clearly. Protecting your energy is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. You cannot chase your goals. You cannot build your vision. You cannot rise to your full potential if you are constantly drained, distracted, and depleted. The moment you decide to guard your mind, your time, and your peace like they are sacred treasures is the moment your life begins to transform. Because energy, once preserved and directed, becomes unstoppable force. And that force, it is the engine of your destiny. Protect your energy, protect your life. The world doesn't need a weaker, watered down version of you. It needs the fullest, fiercest, most powerful version of you, and that only shows up when you choose yourself first. Comparison is poison. It's silent, it's subtle, and it seeps into your life without warning. You pick up your phone, you scroll for just a few minutes, and suddenly you feel behind. You see someone with the perfect body, the perfect career, the perfect life, and you start questioning your own worth. You begin to shrink, not because you lack ability, but because you've allowed yourself to measure your life against a highlight reel that was never meant to be yours. This is how comparison kills. Slowly, invisibly, by making you forget that your journey was never supposed to look like anyone else's. You see, comparison thrives on one lie, that someone else's success somehow diminishes your own, that if they have more, you must have less, that if they rise, you fall. But life doesn't work that way. Their lane is not your lane. Their path is not your path. And if you keep looking sideways, you'll trip in your own race. You cannot win your marathon by staring at another runner. You win by focusing on your stride, your pace, your strength. The moment you stop measuring your progress against someone else's timeline is the moment you free yourself to move at the speed of your own destiny. And let's be honest, comparison is not just about envy. Sometimes it disguises itself as motivation. You see someone further ahead and think, I should be there by now. But instead of fueling you, it drains you, because the truth is, you're trying to fight a battle that was never meant for you. Your life has its own rhythm. There are lessons you're meant to learn, detours you're meant to take, timing you're meant to honor. What looks like delay is often preparation. What looks like failure is often foundation. But if you compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20, you'll miss the beauty of the story being written for you. The real danger of comparison is that it blinds you to your own gifts. While you're staring at someone else's shine, you're dimming your own. You forget the talents you have, the strengths you've built, the obstacles you've already overcome. And make no mistake, your journey holds power. You may not see it while you're in it, but every setback has given you resilience. Every hardship has taught you courage. Every small win has built you into someone far stronger than you realize. When you compare, you ignore the richness of your own story. You silence the uniqueness that only you can bring into the world. So how do you break free? You turn comparison into celebration. Instead of resenting someone else's success, honor it. Use it as proof that greatness is possible, that dreams are achievable, that doors can be opened. And then remind yourself that just because it's possible for them doesn't mean it's impossible for you. Celebrate others, but stay committed to your lane. Focus less on competing and more on creating. Focus less on being better than someone else and more on being better than you were yesterday. When you do that, comparison loses its grip because your measure of success is no longer external. It becomes deeply personal. And let's end with this truth. Comparison doesn't just steal joy, it steals time. Every second you waste envying someone else is a second you could have invested in yourself. Every thought you spend wishing you had their life is a thought you could have used building your own. Comparison is distraction in disguise. It keeps you so busy watching others that you forget to live fully. But when you shift your gaze back to your own path, when you stop competing and start creating, you unlock the kind of power no one can replicate. Because there is only one you. And that's your greatest advantage. Comparison is poison, but focus is medicine. Stop looking sideways. Start looking inward. Your lane is waiting. Your time is coming. And your shine, your unshakable, undeniable, unstoppable shine will be brighter the moment you stop dimming it with someone else's light. Discipline is the difference between wishing and winning. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants freedom. But few are willing to do what it takes consistently. And that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. You can have talent, you can have ideas, you can even have opportunity. But without discipline, you will watch it all slip away. Because discipline is the bridge between desire and destiny. It's not glamorous, it's not Instagram worthy, but it is the foundation of every extraordinary life. Without it, potential is wasted. With it, even ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to be motivated when you're inspired, when you're excited, when everything is going your way. But what happens on the days you're tired, on the days you're discouraged, on the days when results feel invisible? That's when discipline becomes your best friend, because it doesn't ask how you feel. It asks what you're committed to. Motivation may spark you, but discipline sustains you. And if you truly want to rise, you cannot be a slave to your moods. You must be loyal to your commitments. Let's face it, excuses are easier than effort. It's easier to say, I'll start tomorrow, than to start today. It's easier to blame circumstances than to take responsibility. But excuses don't build legacies. Excuses don't put food on the table. Excuses don't change lives. Effort does. Consistent, relentless effort. And here's the thing. Discipline is not punishment. It's empowerment. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove that you are reliable, that you are strong, that you can be trusted with your own destiny. And that builds a confidence no external validation can give you. The greatest misconception is that discipline restricts you. No. Discipline liberates you. It frees you from chaos. It frees you from regret. It frees you from living a life controlled by